You are now entering the world of Musings of a Geek podcast network. Stay geeky, my friends.
It's about comic books and movies. Growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Man, that sucked. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again.
Please, God, no.
Remembering tales from the crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts.
He wrote
And all
scripts.
right here is no mystery, 'cause it's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas.
Podcast.
Welcome to History of Bad Ideas number 50.
Hey, that's a nice round even number.
It is. I'm Jason,
I'm Jeff.
I'm Blake.
and amazing 50 episodes.
The big 5-0. We should
And-
put like a big sign out in front of the studios. Hobie hits 50.
Yay.
Well, who's 50?
Well, we're in the upstairs studio this week. We got we kicked out Amy and my son from the podcast for the political podcast. We
Yes.
said, "Get out!"
Get out. Well, actually, I think they just took a week off because it's getting close to the holidays and no one wants to talk politics during the holidays.
And I think we
So
also
we got
scared little children too, so
We scare a lot of people.
scared a lot of people away.
The good news is Dr. Number One doesn't know where to find the window to this studio, so he's not creeping outside right now anyway.
This is what happens when you get a mobile. Now we're getting mobile sets. Now we're going to have to do from things like on-site.
Yes, and well, speak of on site, your brother was supposed to be here.
Yeah, he,
Had a little too much fun at the bar last night.
yeah, well,
He's
probably
having
not
technical
fun.
difficulties.
No, he had not fun. He was working. He's a bartender, and he was working at the bar, and apparently it got very messy. So hopefully he might be able to stop by later, but I'm not counting my chickens.
Okay, so
I didn't know you had chickens.
I do.
You raise
What?
chickens?
we're in farm country. We got them outside.
Oh, yeah.
So, and speaking of that, did you see my Christmas duck hat? Did you see that? The one that the bad white elephant gift exchange last night?
Why don't you put it on for the listeners?
Here we go. Put it in.
Oh
on.
my God, that's hilarious!
There
I
you
wish
go.
they could see this.
Oh, it's a great hat.
It is a great hat.
Yes, so it's wonderful.
Make sure you don't get shot with that on your head walking out there around the pond.
It is.
Yeah, you could get in trouble in this neighborhood. wearing
Unfortunately,
that.
he's from Duck Dynasty too. Did you see that? Fucking Duck Dynasty. So we're on Musings of a Geek Network.
Musings of a Geek Network.
You can get them at musingsofageek.com.
It's easy for you to say.
No, it isn't.
Geek Life Radio.
Geek Life! Geek Life!
Thank you, Bob Holt. It's burning my brain for the rest of my life.
We're on castcloud.uk. I screwed that up.
Cast Cloud UK. Cheerio. Good morning, our brothers across the pond.
And Stitcher.com.
Hey, you know, it was recently World War One. What was it, Armistice Day? No, it's the Great Christmas Truce from World War One. The British and the Germans and the French. They
Yes.
played soccer with each other.
Oh, was that what the movie Victory was all about?
What the hell is Victory?
The Sylvester Stallone soccer movie?
I've never
During
seen
World
that.
War II?
By the way, that's World War II. That's
Oh,
War.
yeah.
And of course,
It's a different
and
war.
of course, it's Sylvester Stallone in it, and he's the American. So what do you do with the American? He sucks. Make him goalie.
Yeah, that's what they did.
What the fuck is
we
we
use
talking
our
about?
hands.
You've never seen the movie Victory?
No.
Was it Michael Caine was in that? Pele? And,
What?
Yeah.
When did this come out?
80s.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
this is like, it was. It's pretty funny. Yeah, put the American in goalie because he sucks. He can't fucking play soccer, football.
Is this before or after Rhinestone?
Before, I think.
Really?
I can't remember. I've blotted that movie from my memory. on
Rhinestone,
purpose,
great
yes.
film.
I
Great
will
film.
pull that
Was
up.
that with Dolly Parton?
It is with Dolly Parton.
See, you're bringing back these horrible memories.
Dolly Funback
There
Martin.
is no such thing as horrible memories related to Dolly Parton.
Yeah, Dollywood.
No, I'm talking about Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, okay.
If I can change, and you can change, we can all change. Okay, so
But anyways. So what else are we on now, Jason?
I don't know. You're talking about the soccer playing day.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I got distracted. Go ahead. You're supposed to be looking up Dolly Parton's boobs or something.
I'm trying.
I think they're real.
Speaking of Dolly Parton.
Oh, yes.
On the Ovation channel, they're doing this thing called Song by Song, and it is pretty cool. They actually did Dolly Parton. I watched some of that. They talked about how she came up with the song 9 to 5 and a couple of her songs through her history, career, and what they mean and what she went through and all that kind of stuff.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I mean, I
Yes.
thought it was pretty obvious how she came up with the song 9 to 5. She was hired to write a song about working 9 to 5.
Yes, but there's more to it than that, Chad, because you're so shallow. You just look at her big boobs, okay?
I look at
There's
her
more to
wig.
it.
I look at her wig.
Actually, she's starting to look really scary, to tell you the truth. Some people really shouldn't do plastic surgery
Yeah, once you get
on your
to it-
face, because after a certain age, you just look really, really scary.
Speaking of plastic surgery, have you seen Renee Zellweger? My goodness.
she looks more and more like an anteater every day.
She does. She's
know-
scary.
She claims it's all natural.
Bullshit. Anyways, sorry. Bullshit. Bullshit.
By the way,
pizza
Victory
salad.
was 81, Rhinestone was 84. So Victory was 3 years early.
And then Cobra was next. I think Cobra was 86 or 85.
Cobra was 86. He did Rambo, First Blood Part 2, and Rocky 4 between Rhinestone and Cobra.
Now, was
My
Cobra
God.
where he sliced pizza with scissors?
I don't know. I just remember it was
I'm guessing it was probably over the top.
Oh, okay. Over the top. All right, anyway. What else are we on? Hey, speaking of Dolly Parton, no.
So we're not on Dolly Parton.
We call this the boob episode.
Boobs.
It's not Halloween, okay? That was
Yeah.
like a Halloween boo.
Who cares? Anytime you hear the word boobs, you have to go boobs.
Now you're making me
amazing
think
you're
of
single.
Elvira. Now you're making me think of Elvira, Mistress
Well-
of the Night, when you do the boobs.
I thought you were thinking of the song Elvira. Was that the Statler Brothers? Or
I think it was the Statler
There you
brothers.
go.
No, the boobs things was the Simpson version of Elvira, whatever they call their take of Elvira. That's what she always said.
All right. So, anyways, boobs. Anyways,
Okay.
what else are we on?
I don't even know anymore. We are on TuneIn Radio. It's an app.
TuneIn Radio.
Yeah,
app.
it's TuneIn, TuneIn. And we're on Amazon Fire under the TuneIn Radio.
That's the sign of the apocalypse. Yeah.
So I got Amazon Fire. I got rid of
Yeah.
cable.
Anybody with the Amazon TV, boom, come on. You can just listen to us from your own television now.
You just download pictures from Facebook and put them up there and pretend like we're in front of you in your own living room.
That's kind of creepy.
It is.
Well, that's right. So we got rid of cable this week.
Or you can email us. I'll send you special ones.
At the history of bad ideas
At gmail.com.
Private message to Facebook. Send them to Jason.
I'm not in. So I got rid of cable the day after Sons of Anarchy series finale. Don't even get me started. Come join the murder.
I'm still two seasons behind.
Beautiful series finale. Beautiful.
So it was a good one, unlike most series finales.
Everybody
that
was
people bitch
bitching
about.
like, oh, this is, it wasn't shocking. This is, everything that you thought would happen would. It's like, do you want fucking M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong doing this? No! Shut the fuck up, he told a story! This is a story!
Especially since it was a story based off of another story that's
Yes!
been around for hundreds
Do
of
you
years.
not know Hamlet? And if you don't, Wikipedia it. Because nobody's reading anymore.
That's the best way to learn Hamlet is
Oh,
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia. That's where I get all my information.
So if you're on Amazon Fire, download the TuneIn app. It's free. And
Are
search
we
for the
on-
history of bad ideas.
Yeah. Aren't we on some sewing channel too?
I think we are.
Yeah.
We are.
The Quilting Bee.
No.
The quilting bee.
No, it's Stitcher.
Oh, Stitcher, we did that one already.
Oh. I'm still thinking about boobs.
Or the Browns and Bengals, which is on in the background right now.
That's right.
We're doing special 3 tapings today. Blake may be in and out for most of it because of the Browns Bengals, and well, Jeff and I have resigned the fact that Johnny Manziel's going to run all over everybody today.
Yeah.
So we're not really looking forward to this.
As much as we hate the Browns and the Browns suck and should never win ever again, they're going to beat the crap out of the Bengals.
Yes,
We've already
yes.
resigned just to that.
Yes. I'm hoping the first play Johnny Manziel breaks his leg. Not that I wish ill will upon him, I just think it would be funny.
I wish ill will upon him.
I do too. He's a douchebag.
if Johnny Manziel comes in and wins this game, he will become an instant legend in Cleveland. If
So
he
like
comes in,
Achilles
but you know
Smith,
what?
like Achilles Smith was in Cincinnati when he beat the Browns for his very first win.
And then it went
correct.
downhill after that.
It could happen that way. Yeah, that's right. It could happen that way.
Don't make fun of Achilles. He might be a listener and we want him on the show. I'm sure we could get him.
Yeah, Achilles, if you're listening, get a hold of us.
Bring Icky Woods too.
Achilles, how does it feel to be, a bagger at Kroger's? How did you go from football player to a bagger?
Man,
Very
you are harsh.
easily.
Fuck Achilles.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is I really wanted them to draft him that year. I was
Did
a little
you?
wrong. Yes.
You're the only one. No, that was the year New Orleans was offering the
Oh, no.
disgusting trade
For
and
Ricky Williams.
Yeah.
Or not, Ricky Williams.
Ricky Williams.
And I wanted them to take that trade, and when they said no, one, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And then two, I was like, that's fine, just take Achilles Smith.
It's like, you can get 8 more draft picks by just trading the number 3 overall.
But Mike
That's
Brown,
all you
owner
have
of the
to do.
Bengals, would have to pay for those 8 draft picks.
Well, then you can package those
Yeah,
and
that
trade
was-
up like Washington, who took the deal, packaged them, and made other trades.
That was before the rookie caps.
Now you could do it all day long.
Well, Achilles is a good example of why you don't draft a college quarterback after only 1 year of
Yeah.
service. Oh, hey, this is our fantasy football podcast.
In that draft, who else was drafted? Cade McNown,
Oh, God.
Tim Couch.
That's Donovan McNabb.
Donovan McNabb.
Was number 1.
Yeah. No.
No, Tim Couch was number
Couch
1.
was number 1.
Oh, McNabb was number 2.
No.
Nope.
Achilles, wasn't it?
No,
Achilles?
Achilles was number 4.
No, he was number 3.
Okay.
McNabb was number 2. Couch was number 1.
Oh, okay. Well, I believe you. Calm down there. Okay.
McNabb got booed, but it was in Philadelphia, and the
And the
Philadelphia
Eagles fans
fans
booed him.
booed
You know
because
what?
they wanted Waters.
No,
Or Williams.
Ricky Williams.
The other Ricky W. They wanted Williams.
But that turned out very well for Philadelphia, and it shows how stupid their fans are. Because I would have taken 3 years of McNabb over Couch.
Hold on,
for
I think
Christ's
we got
sake.
some fans in Philly.
I like Philadelphia.
Yes, they have great cheesesteaks.
Thank goodness I got their quarterback. So
Yes.
anyways, fantasy football. Hey, so Stitcher,
Yes.
Cast Cloud UK,
Geek Live.
Geek Live, Music and Geek Network.
And more to come. Tune in. Okay, Blake, what you got? Listener feedback
Hey,
here.
listener feedback from number 1 fan Doug. He says, I actually remember watching this on TV. How politically correct is Ghetto Man?
From Legends of the Superheroes.
Yeah, we might have to put a link to this on Facebook or something if you have not seen this.
Yes, it's a roast of the superheroes. It was in the 70s, and it is not politically correct. They had one guy dressed, an African American came out dressed, and his name was Ghetto Man, and he was joking that he was the only black superhero. And it's like,
He was the token
yes,
African American.
and it was so bad. Ed McMahon was the host. That should give you right away that it was not good. He should have just stayed with infomercials. Hello, Colonial Penn. Oh, no, that's Alex Trebek. Alex Trebek here for Colonial Penn Life Insurance. Yes, it is not politically correct at all. I do not remember that.
I do remember it.
It was very uncomfortable.
I think they made 2 episodes. They had one episode where they superheroes are actually superheroing, but very tongue-in-cheek bad.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm really remembering from that was like Hawkman was going to do something and he got stopped because someone threw a tire over him and he couldn't do anything because he was trapped inside a tire.
Or a 6-pack plastic ring.
Yeah.
No, that's Aquaman. I'm sorry. The Aquaman gets stuck in the 6-pack
Hey!
plastic ring.
You get off the beach and come in the ocean. I'm coming after you if you get in the ocean. You're in trouble.
Hold on, let me talk to my dolphin.
Oh, Dolphin can't help either. He's trapped in a 6-ring thing, too.
Well, I can't help you because he's in fucking water!
Oh, wait. The Shamu, the killer whale, can help you. Oh, SeaWorld got him. Never mind, I'm stuck.
Hey, call some baby seals. Oh no, they're clubbed to death.
Baby Seal walks into a club. Anyway.
Ba-da-bum.
It's too far away.
Alright, but anyways, Superfan Doug has to say you have to get this and review it for the show, which we just did.
Yes.
But he said Legends of the Superheroes by Warner Brothers, and he gives a huge super S long web address at Amazon. So just Google it yourself, Legends of the Superheroes by Warner Brothers, and look up Ghetto Man and the all horrible, unpolitically correct stuff that society used to do 40 years ago that you can't do today.
Wow, that's sad. That's 40
Unless you're
years ago.
doing a self-parody.
Yes.
Anyways, odds makers.
Doug's making his own segment. Odds makers.
What are the odds we get an X-Men movie without Wolverine, and who would be the main star then?
The only way we will get an X-Men movie without Wolverine is if they do some other X-Men Origins Magneto or something like that. If it's, where they specifically focus on a character and they call it X-Men Origins or something. Other than that, I say there's like a 90% or 10% chance we'll get one without Wolverine.
There you go, 10% chance.
I'm going 25%.
And
who would be the main star then if it's not Wolverine?
The only thing I can think of is since they got Tates to play Gambit, it'll be Gambit.
Oh,
that's
he's not a leader though.
No, but they don't know what they're doing.
Oh, we'll get to that in the News of the Geek about the Sony hack emails. And they really have no idea. Oh, no, that's Fox. I'm sorry. Sony has no idea either.
Okay, so how much money would you put on that for 10%?
I don't gamble, so I put zero money on it.
But you lose your pants all the time, liar.
Strip poker.
Well, that's strip poker. That's not money.
That's called gambling.
Okay, I put my pants on the line. How's
All right,
that?
his pants are on the line, people. His pants are on the line.
I'm not coming to that podcast. Ever.
Take a picture. We'll put it on Facebook. Pantsless Jeff.
He can get in trouble for that.
We'll get the NR. No, NC-17 rating.
Next.
All right, next we have my buddy El Hano from at Ida Hano. He says, have you played Pathfinder? Yes, I actually have played Pathfinder. It's all right. It's okay. I think it's a little, more geared towards combat and a little more nuked up in that instance. But when you start nuking everything up, well, I'm going to start blowing everything up on steroids. Everything else is on steroids. All the monsters are on steroids. And then you're right back to where you were in the beginning.
Yeah, if all the player characters are boosted up, and then all the monsters and NPCs are boosted up,
What's the point?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole point of gaining levels is that you get better and stronger as you go. I mean, when you start off kicking ass to begin with, you don't have any adversity to overcome. It's no fun.
That's what my
Except for the DM, who tortures you with near-death experiences at first level from kobolds that are not dogs.
Yeah, God, reptilian
Jeff?
kobolds? What the fuck is up with that? The only place you find kobolds that are reptilian are in Dungeons and Dragons.
That is not correct.
Every place else, they are either gremlin-looking things or some kind of canine creature.
And it's called artistic license, but kobolds are small draconic lizards.
Kobolds are small canine creatures.
They're not dingoes, damn it.
They're closer to
Maybe a
dingoes
dingo
than
ate your
lizards.
baby. Maybe a kobold ate your baby.
Yes, I played that game. They're dogs.
They're draconic little lizards.
Not.
But anyways, with Pathfinder, you know what turned me off about Pathfinder?
What turned you off about Pathfinder?
I'm not one to rip on an artist because I love all types of art and everybody's talent. But I can't get past what really turned me off about Pathfinder was the art in Pathfinder. Anytime your fist is bigger than your head, that's a problem.
Oh, Rob Layfield.
Yeah,
did
Rob
it.
Layfield must have been drawing it.
Exactly. Anytime.
Did they have pockets? They have lots of pockets? Because that was Rob Layfield.
It's funny. The artist that they use for Pathfinder, his version of proportion is really out of whack. But the one thing I do like about the 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, their art is really good. I actually really like it.
All right, so Blake recommends 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons.
I didn't say that.
So we're also have people tweeting in while we're doing these recordings today. 3 recordings. By the third year, we're going to be sloshed.
What, are we drinking during these?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I'm drinking Winter's Bite from Lonely Googles.
I'm drinking Sweetwater Blue.
And I also got another, I got a cup of beer on my other hand that Blake just poured. What did we got, Blake?
This is a growler from Mount Carmel Winter Ale.
Can't mix beers. Hold on,
Local.
let me finish
Yay.
this one.
And I just may be drunk because that's what the Browns do to me.
Yes. I'm drunk because Anthony Anderson is on my TV right now. Plugging Walmart.
Isn't he?
I hate that guy.
I did
I'm
too.
about to say, isn't he on your
Sarah
TV
Michelle
every
Gellar,
week?
you've stooped to a new low.
Anthony,
that is her.
Yes, but Anthony Anderson's on your TV every week when you're watching Blackish, isn't he?
No, I'm not. No.
You're not watching Blackish?
No.
Oh, no.
It looks awful. Okay, so Alhino.
That's because you're...
Stop it. Anyways, Alhino put episode 49. He tweeted this to us. I can virtually fist bumped right back at you. Pow.
Awesome.
And he goes, Virtual fist bumps by D&D geeks. There's none more awkward. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, it was pretty awkward watching Blake and
I did
wow.
Instigate it.
I wanted to say initiate, but instigate kind of, so I
instigate.
made up a new word by combining them, but initigating.
Yeah, that's right. I felt it too, Elena.
Oh, he felt it.
In my fist.
Fisting.
Fisto?
Fisto?
Oh, Fisto's in the other studio.
He is in the other studio. What is this, Bob Studio 2.0?
Yes, it is.
I like it. I like
Actually, it is.
Okay, so there you go. There's Ohino.
Thank you, Elena. Oh, Jordan at Hojo B1. Supposedly Chris Pratt is a badass in Jurassic World who works with velociraptors. Think we'll see his abs.
I hope so. I mean, if you have Chris Pratt, you might as well get his abs.
Hey, wait a minute.
Before
We're talking about fist bumps here, and you guys are talking about other guys' abs. What's up?
Chris Pratt abs. I think you're
They might
going to
as well
get
show
at
him
least
before
one.
he decides to get fat again. So
That's true.
then again,
I would love to see.
Chris Pratt abs, even when he's fat, are gorgeous.
I did buy Guardians of the Galaxy this week.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It was a big purchase. I didn't know.
He had to save up, save his
To
nickels.
save his nickels and dimes week by week. Taking out the garbage was 25 cents a week.
Yes.
Is that what your wife allows you?
Well, yes. Anyways, we do have a line item on our budget for comic books. Moving on.
All right, Doctor Number One and Doctor Number One.
Oh,
wait, hold on.
Jason had a story to.
Oh, Jason has a story.
It was really good the second time around. Fuck you all. I'm done. So we do have one thing from HojiB1. He's tweeting us. If you could have a robot do one mundane thing in your life, what would it be?
Mundane.
Mundane.
If I could have a robot,
Do it.
That's
a good question.
It is a good question. I haven't had time to
Mow
think
my
about it.
lawn.
Really? I find that relaxing.
Oh my God! No, yard work is the most infuriating thing, chore in the world. Any yard work, he can do it for me.
I like I have no problem cutting grass. I like that.
I hate it. And I got a tiny yard, and I hate doing that.
I like
That and raking leaves.
And I
well,
like
any yard work. Do all my yard work.
laundry. I hate fucking putting laundry away. That is the most annoying thing. Especially when you start having kids, then it's even more annoying.
Yeah, I don't have that problem.
So, Blake, what you got? You said with cutting grass?
Yeah, mow my lawn.
Blake, or Jeff, same thing?
Yeah.
I
All
like-
yard work. I'll put all yard work
I like
out
the
there.
smell of fresh cut grass.
Oh, I hate it.
I do.
I like the smell, but I don't like cutting it. Although it is kind of meditative,
Okay.
going back and forth and
did you-
around and around.
Well, did you see? I think I saw on YouTube or something. Someone had a great way of getting your lawn cut automatically.
Hire a goat, raise a goat.
You put a stake in the middle of your yard, tie a rope to your automatic lawnmower, turn it on, and just let it go around. And as the
Go
rope
around
gets
circles.
smaller, it just cuts a bit.
I'm sure that works really well in theory, but in actual execution, I'm sure it may not work.
I think you have to have a very flat yard for that to work.
So, anyways, Jason, what was your story?
It was a good movie.
The second time around.
Guardians of the Galaxy, yes.
Okay.
Good
All
time.
right, so we move on to Doctor Number One.
Yes, King.
Doctor Number One and Doctor Number One says, "Is that soccer ball droid in the Star Wars trailer? Maybe it was a Qatar World Cup promo spliced in by accident. Hashtag outrage."
I agree. Fucking soccer.
Yes, Jason's an anti-soccer person.
No, I'm not anti-soccer. I despise it. That's even more anti.
Oh, he's an anti-soccer person. Yet, I think as of yesterday, you went and watched your son score his first goal.
Let's not talk.
Yeah, how did it feel, Jason? Watching your son play soccer out there.
He
and
acted
scoring
like
goals.
he's been there before because I said,
That's
"Wait
right.
a minute, buddy, you scored your first goal." Yep. That was it. That was what he said. Yep, that was it. I was like, "Oh, wait, be there." Oh, as we're talking sports, the Bengals are taking the field, baby.
All right, here we go. Andy Dalton.
First pass play.
And they're going to have to call timeout. Oh.
Oh wait, they're driving. They're driving down the field.
This is actually their first play.
Oh.
They're driving. It made 3-4 yards.
There we go. Woo!
But anyway, so what you're saying is, for our listeners overseas, don't hate our podcast because Jason hates soccer.
Because Blake loves soccer.
Yeah, that's right. The girls play Division I for your soccer. So how's it going to feel when you're raising the next Wayne Rooney?
I've seen my son play soccer. He's not playing soccer.
You never know that.
My wife and I wanted to start a drinking game. Every time he fell to the ground, we would take a drink. But then we would be drunk by the 10-minute mark.
All right, you never know. You can have the next little Cristiano Ronaldo.
I don't know who that is.
Exactly.
Is that wine? Is that wine?
It's a Riuniti. Sparkling.
He's a baseball player. He's not much of a soccer player. He likes it, but he is not a soccer player. No offense to him. But
No, if it's not a $2 Chuck, I don't think I know the wine. So maybe it is a wine for all I know.
what the hell's a $2 Chuck?
It's the Charles
In charge?
I forget what the guy's last name. They used to sell the wine for $2. I think it's up to $4 now, a bottle. So, God, now I'm gonna have to find out what the name of the wine is.
Okay.
It's Charles somebody wine.
Charles in charge of our days and nights.
Wow, you got that so wrong.
Pour myself a cup of ambition. Okay, moving on.
Oh, brain hurting.
Anyways, yeah, I think Qatar bribed the Disney people in order to get that
Allegedly.
soccer ball droid in there. I think that's how it works.
They did say, there's some shady stuff going on that's in Qatar for a reason.
Oh, it was all shady.
In theory.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, exactly. But anyway, Dr. Number One also wants to know, why do you have female guests on the show since they end up making you guys sound dumber?
Yes, they do.
Hey, we're a pair of idiots in here.
Pair of idiots, that means there's one smart guy.
Yeah,
That'd be me. I'll take credit for that.
I'll take it.
What a pair of idiots. I meant all three of us.
Oh, yeah, we are the podcast that can't count.
Took a while, but we got it. So there's your listener feedback.
It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
Okay, News of the Geek. Per Deadline.com, Independence Day 2 is really happening. Electric Boogaloo. 20th Century Fox has officially given the green light to the sequel, setting up for a June 24th, 2016 release. Why are they not doing 4th of July 2016?
Yeah, really. Independence Day
That makes
2.
sense. Wow.
So wait, let me get. The aliens get antivirus software, and
And then they come back.
they're able to come back and invade Earth again.
They got Norton's firewall.
That's right. They got Norton's firewall antivirus. Now we're screwed.
And I think it's crack.com that had, this should never have worked. the virus.
Well, I think it was Cracked. People wrote it in, or somebody wrote the article on why it actually would work.
Really?
Yeah, like everyone's complaining that it won't work. I mean, they probably had an article for both sides, but people said, no, it would work because, the government who had the Area 51 gave this stuff to Bill Gates, and that's why he created the Apple, because it was based off of alien technology. So the things that
Bill
would
Gates did not create the Apple.
Steve
Bill
Jobs.
Gates, Steve Jobs. They gave it to Steve Jobs.
There you go. Thank you.
Thank you for correcting me, Blake.
Yeah.
But they gave it to Steve Jobs, and he created the Apple platform based off of the alien technology, and that's why Apple.
We have iPads.
That's right. We got fiber optic technology from the aliens. What else we get? Lasers.
Laser.
Laser.
I don't know if this makes it sound better, but Roland Emmerich is directing it. Independence Day, he did the first one.
He did the first one.
And White House Down.
Yeah, he's not that good.
Will Smith is not coming back. So that was silence.
Well,
I ain't heard no fat lady. Welcome to Earth.
I mean, does the story need Will Smith?
I don't know, but you know what the Browns need? Defense, because the Bengals just scored, baby. Woo! Who did it? Jeremy Hill or Bernard, one of them. Well, that's Hill. Sorry if you're not in Cincinnati or Cleveland listening to this, but we got some Bengals on. Okay, and it's great because Dalton hasn't thrown an interception yet. Carter Blanchard rewrote the first draft of the script that was done by Emmerich and Dean Devlin, and then also James Vanderbeek. Oh, Vanderbilt, sorry.
I don't know who James Vanderbilt is.
Spider-Man movies. Amazing Spider-Man movies.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's been 20 years since Independence Day?
Yeah, it's depressing.
God, it's been that long.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That's very depressing.
Let's
Let's see here. Christopher Waltz, just some quick things, is the next James Bond bad guy.
Awesome selection because he kicks ass.
Yeah.
He's going to be Blofeld. Sorry.
Blofeld.
Yeah. Well, they said it's not, but it's going to be.
Wait, did you say Christopher?
Christoph. Sorry.
Okay. I'm like, did I hear that right?
Yeah, I knew who he meant.
There's no at the end.
Blofeld was in Russia with Love, from Russia with Love in '63. He's well-known villain. He's the Dr. Evil
Yeah, the
spin-off.
bald guy with the cat.
Yeah. So they finally got the rights back. That's why they're doing it.
Yeah, I want to say it was the very beginning of For Your Eyes Only,
Okay.
where they kill off someone who looks just like Blofeld in the opening scene. Because
Okay.
I suppose they lost the rights to it, so they had some other bald guy in a wheelchair, and Roger Moore's James Bond picks him up with the blades of a helicopter and drops him down a chimney stack in some factory.
That seems pretty reasonable.
And I'm like, they killed off Blofeld because I think they lost the rights, so they killed off some. And
They should have killed off Roger Moore. just Roger Moore.
Oh, wait a minute. Roger Moore was the Bond I grew up with.
yes,
That doesn't mean it's good.
I'm gonna say For Your Eyes Only
I
was.
just mean he was the first Bond, and then
That-
you go back to Sean Connery, like, wait a minute, that's not Bond.
What about
And you're like,
Timothy
oh, yeah, it
Dalton?
is.
Which one was worse?
Ooh, Dalton.
Honestly, I don't think there was a bad one, to be honest.
They're all okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, Connery is the one who's less smooth.
Yeah.
Everyone else seems to be kind of smooth. Connery just was rough around the edges.
And hitting women. Allegedly. Sorry.
Come on, he's not Bill Cosby.
Go back to the Barbara Walters interview. Sometimes you just need to slap a bitch. What? You can't say that. Sometimes a woman needs a good slapping. No, Connery can't say that.
Well,
Stop it.
sometimes, as long as she agrees to it, and you have a safe word.
Bananas. Don't forget, safe words, bananas. Let's see here. I don't know what else. The Walking Dead, AMC.
Did you just give us your safe word? I'm scared.
He was quoting Family Guy.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you.
Family Guy. We talked last week. I don't have an original thought in my mind. Let's see.
AMC.
Companion series spinoff to The Walking Dead during the same zombie apocalypse as The Walking Dead, but will feature new characters and new locations, has found its leads.
Ooh, yay!
AKA, the series, according to Deadline, is being called Cobalt, which probably will change.
It's their code name.
Cobalt.
Well, now it doesn't any good if everyone knows the code name.
Center on a male divorced teacher and a female guidance counselor. Frank Dillian from In the Heart of the Sea and
Delane.
from Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince will play the woman's son who's struggling with a drug problem. And Alicia...
That's pretty bad to have a drug problem during a zombie apocalypse.
Especially, when there aren't people out there to cook you your meth, you're in trouble.
Don't do heroin during a zombie apocalypse. You'll never wake up.
Maybe they'll
You'll
find
be eaten alive.
Maybe he'll find a stash of like blue meth or something, so he can just tie in. It takes place in Albuquerque, and he finds Walter White's lab.
You could just go to Philip Seymour Hoffman's house. Oh, too soon.
Too soon.
Tough. Anyways, so there you go. That's going forward.
Well, that's interesting. So AMC is going to do a spin-off of The Walking Dead, a companion series.
It's supposed to take place in the very beginning.
Very beginning, which is kind of cool. All right, that's cool. I'm
fine with that.
I'll watch it.
Let's see. Jeff Johns from DC confirmed on Twitter that the pilot for Titans is coming next year. It'll be a live-action TV show based on the comic book superhero team, the Teen Titans. We'll have an older Dick Grayson, a.k.a. Nightwing, as the lead character. Dick.
Wow.
He's one of my favorite characters, so I can do that. Anyways.
So Teen Titans, but they're not Teen Titans. They're going to be called Titans.
Yes. It's coming to TNT.
Yeah, they're actually older than teens now.
Teen Titans on TNT. Where's the marketing department for this?
They're calling us after we get done with the Sony rewrite of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So I'm excited by that.
All right.
So I'll wait for a year after, since I no longer have cable, I'll wait a year.
No, actually, I'm kind of looking forward to it because I think this is one that they can actually do right, or they don't have to try to please people. I'm just listening to other people, friends of our podcasts, talk about Gotham.
Yes.
And how, apparently we're the only people that like
Nickel,
this show.
Glistening Neil, and everyone else on that Gotham pod hates it.
Yeah, and they
But
do
we like it.
We like it. I'm like, well, why do you hate it so bad? Maybe their expectations are at a level that they want it to be something that it's not going to be. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm taking it for what it is. I'm not expecting it to go in any specific direction because, well, that'll ruin what you want because it will never go in the direction you want it to go.
Yeah.
And personally, I think the story that they have, the understory of the Penguin and his rise, is the driving story behind this, at least currently. And I think that's a good story.
So,
Teen Titans on TNT.
they probably could cut that and use that as a promo.
They should. And pay me in IOUs.
Those are good as money. Okay, so finally, this is the best part. Slash Film is reporting that Sony has returned to Sam Raimi for help with the Spider-Man franchise.
No kidding.
The Sony emails are hilarious, and we got them on the next podcast too. It never ends. So, the Wall Street Journal is stating that per the emails, Ms. Pascal at Sony...
Who's Ms. Pascal?
She's one of the higher-ups.
Oh, she's one of the people that don't know shit?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Allegedly.
She runs a company, but she don't know shit about comic
Correct.
books and movies.
Yeah, Amy Pascal is Sony's motion picture chief.
There it is.
She
Thank
don't
you.
know shit.
Oh, it's down there. There you go.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's in
She's
there.
the CEO of Don't Know Shit.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
She talked to Sam Raimi, who directed the first 3 Spider-Mans, about returning the franchise and possibly to direct again or as a producer. Basically, she's begging them to come back, and he has not responded, but it doesn't look good. Let's see here. Also, according to the Wall Street Journal, several discussions between her and Marvel/Walt Disney owner Robert Iger, among others. In one dated October 30th, to quote, Sony Pictures President Del Belgrade tells Ms. Pasquale about a potential scenario that would see Marvel produce a new trilogy of Spider-Man movies while Sony retains the creative control, marketing, and distribution. That's not good. Don't let them do creative control.
Yeah, well, and also, marketing and distribution, I trust Disney to actually know what they're... That's Disney's strength, is marketing and distribution.
Just say, buy it from us for $1 billion and have a good time.
Yeah, or a percentage of every movie that Spider-Man makes. We'll take, 10% off the top, 20%, whatever it is.
They're not making money off anything else. And another, Pascal tells a business partner that Marvel wants to include Spider-Man and Captain America's, Civil War, Electric Boogaloo.
Well, he had a kind of a major part, but you can always pass that off to a different character.
And the talks broke down, apparently, because it's Sony.
Because Sony is stupid and the CEO of Don't Know Shit.
And here's the best, they did a Spidey Summit. I won't be at the Spidey Summit. It's planned, for January, in which we'll see Sony decide where to take the franchise next. Can we put tickets to this? Because we can tell you.
Maybe
Well,
they'll bring in a
basically-
stable of writers to figure it out.
Didn't they originally want Sam Raimi and the rest of his cast to do at least a fourth one?
Well, they were planning on it.
He was planning on it, so Sam Raimi's planning on it, and Tobey Maguire planning on it, and then Sony said, fuck you, we're gonna reboot it.
They said, we want you to finish it by this deadline. He's like, I can't do that. It's not feasible. And they said, okay, you're gone.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if Tobey Maguire was going to be back, but
He was back.
He was back?
Yes, he was back.
He was going to do the fourth one?
Yeah. And Anne Hathaway
Well, they
was...
screwed up the fucking
Maybe they can get
third
Raimi
one.
back if Toby's back.
I don't know. Well, here's the best part. Among the projects in development are an animated Spider-Man comedy that would be produced by Chris Moore and Phil
Animated
Lord.
Comedies! Yay!
Behind the team behind 22 Jump Street and the Lego Movie.
Jesus.
And here's the
Oh my god, no wonder Sony don't know shit.
as well as previously disclosed Spider-Man spin-offs focus on the villain team Sinister Six, Super Foe Venom, and women from the Web Slinger's life.
Women
It's like
from the
Apartment
Web Slinger's
3C
life.
or whatever it is.
Apartment 3G. That was the best comic in the newspaper. Not.
I got an idea. Why don't you just set up Spider-Man with all the women from his web swinger's life and make a mock reality TV show
that would
from
be
it?
cool.
I would watch that.
They all live, and he has to pick which one he wants.
Exactly.
Like a
It's like-
bachelor.
Exactly, it's like the web slingers swinging. It's like the web slingers swinging lifestyle, and it'd be like what's his name from Poison? What's his name? The fucking VH1.
What was his name?
Rock of Love.
Brett Michaels.
Yeah, Brett Michaels. You had all those hoes come on and compete.
And give them stupid nicknames.
They go through nicknames. So, you can have the same thing with Peter Parker, Spider-Man, or something like Swinging for Love or something like that. And they can have all these women from his comic books competing for him, and he eliminates one every week.
You could probably eliminate Gwen Stacy off the bat because she's dead.
Okay, since Gwen died, I'm going to cut her this week.
Oh, there's much drama this week. You just have her corpse up there. I wonder who he's not going to pick.
A special guest for this week is Venom coming in to hook Spidey up with his special date nights.
It's not Bill Cosby. Anyway,
Allegedly.
on a pudding. And Jello.
Wow, never do a Bill Cosby impersonation. I'd rather hear your Michael Caine.
Some people just want to watch the world burn. I think that's the same.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so there's your
Hey, Sony, give me a call. I'll hook you up.
geek of
CEO
geek
don't know
news.
shit.
News of the geek, whatever the fuck it is.
Wow, it's time to grab your balls of fury. It's Plotlines with Jeff and Jason.
Plotlines with Blake eating a potato chip.
I think that's a pretzel, isn't it?
No, he's got a potato chip. That's disgusting.
Sound check.
Yes. So it is a marathon of podcasting today. Woo! Okay, moving on. So Plotlines is a special one from Bob. Just Bob. He says, "How do you save the Spider-Man franchise?" That's a nice segue. After 50 episodes, we got it down.
after swinging for love.
That's right. Swinging for love in all the wrong places. Hey, swinging for love.
With too many faces.
Swinging for love.
You actually got the rhythm right
I know,
for
look
a
at
new
me.
song.
Thank you, Eddie Murphy. For Saturday Night Live.
Nook and Ponub.
Yes. Hobie, as a group, tell us your ideas. Bob says his idea is you put Kraven and possibly Vulture or Mysterio would be his villains, and no origins.
100% agree. The origin story has been told. Everyone knows the origin story. No more origin.
And it doesn't have to be a reboot, but you don't have to do this origin story anymore. Is my version.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to keep the same cast. You don't just. This is Spider-Man.
And can you keep it to one villain and do great story? You can build stories on one villain only. You don't have to go in and throw in 3, 4, 5 at one time. Because
I don't know. Spider-Man 3 is so much better than Spider-Man 2. Oh
no! Spider-Man 2 is probably the best of all the Spider-Man.
Actually, Spider-Man 2 did have Green Goblin in it. Oh no, Harry was just a...
he didn't become
that's
Goblin
true,
until
that's
3.
That's true. Yes, one villain. Who would it be? I like Kraven.
See, I never liked Kraven. I
like his chest hair.
I didn't really read Kraven stories, so
The one he
Kraven
committed
could be
suicide
good.
was a very good one.
But I know you would want to go Kraven. I've always liked Vulture as a villain, just because he's just so different. And one, he's like the old guy, and I mean, I think you could really get a story behind some guy trying. His life has not went the way he want it to be, so he turns to crime and. He's pretty inept at that, even, to be honest. But he's trying to make a name for himself any way he can.
And I would probably start the first 15 minutes off with a fight scene with Scorpion robbing a bank. Spider-Man comes in, beats the shit out of him. Good match, good fight.
Yeah.
And then that just shows, and Scorpion's captured. You never hear from him again, but it just shows there's supervillains in this world. Spider-Man is helping out. He's already been on the job for a while. And you have his smart-ass comments in his head. Don't say it. You can say it out loud, too, but you can have it in his head like, oh, my God, this guy's dressed like a fucking scorpion. So I think that's what you need to do. And then you can lead into, would you do Peter Parker as high school or college? Or adult?
I would go to college.
I would, too.
I think,
he's been around for a while.
Yeah.
He's been around, so he's out of high school by now, but he's still young and gaining experience.
Do you have Gwen Stacy?
No, because she died in high school, didn't she?
Well, I'm just saying, in your film. Okay.
I wouldn't have Gwen Stacy. I might have Mary Jane as a very minor character, but I wouldn't really play up the love aspect.
I would hire J.K. Simmons back as J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh, yeah, and throw a lot more J. Jonah Jameson in it, because he was the best part of the original movies.
Yes. Who would be your bad guy then? You said, who did you say?
I said Vulture, although I was also thinking, when you mentioned Scorpion, I went... You can start a story with Scorpion, because I know in the comic books, doesn't the guy who was Scorpion end up becoming Venom?
Yes. So you could do that as a connection to the next sequel.
Exactly.
Okay. Who would you do, Blake?
No, I like that idea. You start off beating and conquering one of his well-known adversaries.
Yeah.
But that's not the main
A
storyline.
lesser one.
That's-
But yes,
Yeah, a lesser one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of like the James Bond movies did.
Yes.
Like I said, he went after Blofeld at the very beginning of one movie, and then
Yeah.
the rest of the movie had nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
Pre-opening credit stuff.
I say Venom has such a large, I think, Spider-Man following and fan base. You could probably just do a Spider-Man and Venom.
You know what you could do too is if you do have Scorpion, because he does eventually become Venom.
Start with Scorpion, then a Venom.
Well, here's
movie.
the thing: if you're planning as a trilogy, because that's what all comic books do now, you do this: you do Scorpion, you beat him in the first one. Second one, he buys the Venom suit from Eddie Brock or from a government agent. That's how he gets it.
Yeah.
He buys it. So he buys the Venom suit, and in the second one, Mary Jane starts getting a little bit more well-known with Peter Parker's life. He starts stalking her, but you don't know who's stalking. Third one, full-blown Venom, he's stalking and everything. That's how he is. That's how he made his introduction. He was stalking Venom, or stalking Mary Jane to basically fuck up Peter Parker's life.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's how you do it. So you don't have to use everything from Venom's origin, but then you have a guy in the background that's, second one could be, I don't know, Mysterio. It could be anybody. But then the third one is all full-blown Venom.
I like that. Yeah, it pays off with Venom at the end, and you drop hints.
And here you
throughout
go.
The first
I got the fourth
two.
one. Fourth one, Venom is in jail. He's, whatever. Does Sony have any other superheroes?
Can we bring in Doctor Doom?
He's not. He's Fox.
Yeah, he's Fox.
Unfortunately.
All right.
That's what I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Does Sony have any?
Make up somebody if you need
Okay,
to.
well, here's
but-
the thing. Venom's in jail. Fourth one, Carnage.
I had a feeling you were going for Carnage.
And then you have Venom team up with Spider-Man. I'm not saying it's going to be good, but you
Yeah.
make him the good guy, Venom, and then you can do spin-offs with him. I'm talking the business end of it.
Yeah, okay.
Because then I'm
I
into the
personally was never a fan of the Carnage and Venom becoming a good guy storylines.
I don't disagree, but there's your trilogy: is Spider-Man versus Scorpion. You could have Vulture. You could have then you could have second one. You could have I don't know. You could have Kraven. He comes to town to hunt Spider-Man. Third one.
There you go. Like the first one, he fights Scorpion, puts him in jail.
Yeah.
At the very beginning. Second one, an Eddie Brock where he fights him as Venom, just a slight
At the beginning?
At the beginning, and then the third one, Mac, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Max Dillon, isn't it? Oh, no, that's Electro.
I thought it was Mac something.
I think you're right.
But he becomes, former Scorpion becomes Venom for the third movie. That's how I do it.
There you go.
I hope that helps you, Bob.
And then you could have like 6 villains
Yeah.
in
yeah.
the fourth one.
Exactly.
I think that'd be great. That'd be great.
Or that by then you can do a Kraven one because I stopped caring by then.
That would be the 17th Peter Parker would be on by then. Okay, that's your plot lines for the week.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
All right. Apparently nothing really bombed this week.
No, unfortunately, the number one film should have.
Yeah, but number one for this weekend, and it's the weekend of, what are we looking at?
12th through the 14th.
12th through the 14th. And since we're recording this on the 14th, it's not even complete.
Correct.
So these numbers will probably go up by the official release date of these figures. Oh, there was an interception.
By the Bengals.
Oh, sorry, Johnny Manziel.
If you Bengals are up 17-0, and Blake is happy that we're doing the podcast right now.
Something to distract me.
Well, anyway, Exodus Gods and Kings so far has made $24.5 million, which is pretty good for a biblical movie.
Did you see the budget?
No. let's see.
$140 million.
Maybe it'll end up being a bomb?
That was more than the Hunger Games.
$140 million. How do you? Okay, back to the Penguins.
Yeah, they're 132 million.
Yeah. How the fuck do you make a $140 million Exodus movie?
Parting the Red Sea probably costs $100 million to part.
Do it in a swimming pool.
And the contagions, the locusts.
Locusts.
Plague of
frogs.
You know, we could use CGI. Nah, let's just use real ones.
We need to get 1 million locusts.
Where are you? Where are you?
Let my people go.
Part the Red Sea.
Coming
It's not
in,
who you are. It's who you become. Or that. Anyways.
Let my people go.
coming in at number 2, The Hunger Games made another $13.2 million. For a total of where's the total?
$277.
Oh yeah, there it is.
$277.
Which is double their budget,
Yes.
and that doesn't include international. So good for Hunger Games.
yes.
Penguins of Madagascar made another $7.3 million.
Look at the total.
Its total of $58 million. It's on a $132 million budget. Hopefully, for their sake.
Well, there's your bomb for the week.
Well, that was our
It's
bomb
still
last
bombing.
week.
Yeah.
It's a continual bomb.
132 million.
Hopefully, video.
Not
the
hopefully, they
aftermarket.
deserve this.
Well, the video sales hopefully
Yeah.
help them at least recoup this budget.
Our documentary is number 4.
Our documentary, yes. Oh wait, no, that's the Chris Rock movie, stealing our title. Entering the list this week at number 4, top 5, doing $5.2 million.
No, that's 7.2.
That's a 7.
Yes, that's a 7.
That I got the word 5 stuck in my head now. $7.2 million on an unknown budget. Although, didn't you say
It was bought for $12 million at Cannes or one of the film festivals.
at a film festival? So it needs to do a little bit better than that for them to get their money back.
It's gotten good reviews.
I've heard great things about it. I'm actually intrigued and want to see it. I don't know if I'll hit the theater because I'm still behind on Interstellar, which is the next
Yes.
thing. And with The Hobbit opening up, there's other things in the way of... Oh, yeah, Jason's rolling his eyes. But anyway, moving on. Number 5 in the week was Big Hero 6. This is confusing. Top 5 was number 4. Big Hero 6 was number 5. There's too many numbers
Too
in
many
here.
numbers, and we can't count.
Yes. Big Hero 6 made 6.1 some odd million for a total of 185 plus million on a $165 million budget. So there's an animated movie that can get its money back.
Yes, yes.
And then some.
132 million seriously boggles my mind on Penguins of Madagascar. It really does.
Big Hero 6 cost
it's
$3
an-
million.
It's an animated feature, right?
Yeah. And
Big
you
Hero
have
6
all the
cost $30 million more to
Yeah,
make.
but Big Hero 6 is starting from scratch. Penguins, you have penguins in like 4 other Madagascar films. Just throw them in.
Yeah, it's not like you have to start from scratch. You know, you got the basic everything.
Yeah. Okay, so there's your box office news. And what's upcoming, Jeff?
Upcoming.
The Hobbit!
What Jason's looking forward
Battle of the
to.
5 Armies. Suck it.
Annie is upcoming. Jason's looking forward to Annie.
I love Annie.
Followed-
It's a hard knock life. Fuck that movie.
Followed by The Hobbit, The Battle of the 5 Armies.
Suck it,
Tuesday night.
Jason. That's
Anybody?
Lord of the Rings.
Midnight, Tuesday? Anybody? Okay, it's just me. And then, oh my god, I can't believe they made another one. Night at the Museum.
Secret of the Tomb.
Secret of the Tomb. Oh.
Is that a posthumous Robin Williams cameo?
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Please tell me that's not his last movie.
No, he's got, I think, one other one.
Okay. Because I don't want that to go down as his last movie. But yeah, they're coming out. Annie, Hobbit, and Night at the Museum. A lot of colons coming out. But
Yes, Annie should pass through my colon because that's a piece of shit. God damn it.
And on
Fuck
that note,
movie.
that's the end of our box office news.
Chris Pratt news. We haven't done that in a while.
No, we haven't. And we always need to give a shout out to Chris Pratt.
Abs. Chris Pratt is a Seattle Seahawks fan and it's his favorite team, along with Anna Faris. So there you go.
Anna Faris is his favorite team, too?
She's
Or
my
Seattle.
favorite team, but anyways, moving on.
I got to ask, did you hear, is he a Mariners fan, too?
I don't know.
I hope he is. Baseball. Mariners are my number 2 team, so I'm hoping.
So he watches the Seahawks but plays Anna.
And
While Annie is on in the background.
No.
Fuck Annie. God damn them.
And that's your Chris Pratt news. Are we moving on to Hidden Gems?
Yes.
Jason?
I'm going first. Son of Anarchy, series finale, Papa's Goods.
That's the title of it?
Yes, Papa's
Okay.
Goods. Also before Amy Wayland Dager from Culture Babble just walked in.
Yeah. Amy's in the studio.
Did you change your mic, Jeff? Are you good?
I think I changed my mic.
No one was actually here.
Wrong
when I
one.
That's the wrong one.
It's fine.
Yes, it's changed.
We're a peak performance here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, Amy, we had listener feedback earlier that, that was from Doug?
Doctor Number One.
That's from Dr. Number One, who wanted to know why we even bother having women on since they make us look stupid.
So
somebody wants to hear what you have to say.
Oh, well, thank goodness someone does.
obviously not Culture Battle because they don't release a new one lately. Jeez.
I know, we're slow. I texted Bob. We're going to meet up this month.
Okay.
Excellent. Paternity leave over?
I don't want to say over. We're taking a hiatus from it, and then we'll probably go back to it.
Tell Bob that he's not allowed to have any more kids. Or his wife is not allowed.
Oh, I'll go ahead and lay down that law.
Okay, I think that would work out well. Bob, I'm going to plan your family. No more because I need a podcast. Just saying. Sons of Anarchy, perfect way to end it.
But for people who don't know, they haven't been doing Culture Battle because Bob's been on paternity leave.
Yes, paternity leave. So, how old is the kid? 8 weeks? 10 weeks? 6 years? I'm kind of lost.
Oh, no, he's like 4 months, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's been a while.
Come on, Holt!
Yeah. he posted pictures of him with Santa on
see that.
Facebook. I saw that.
Come on, Holt!
After the first week, there's nothing new, man.
Yeah! Jeez!
You've peaked. Move on.
That's right. Come on.
And really, this is his second kid. I mean, come on.
And you missed it earlier that my son did score his first soccer goal this week.
Oh, was he so excited?
No, actually, I told those guys that I said, "Hey, you did really good, buddy. You scored a goal." Yep. As Nick Carmesino, our GIMP of the week over there, he said he acted like he was there before. So good for him.
He's got your competitive spirit, is what it is.
Yes. So Sons of Anarchy, Papa's Goods, great. I won't spoil it, but beautiful way to end the series. People are bitching that it's not anything new. This is not surprising. You know what? That's fine. Kurt Sutter did a great job with it. I'm actually in remorse about it, and I'm not kidding. I've been thinking about it all week, and I started season 2. Watching season 2 already on Amazon Fire TV.
Don't you hate that feeling you get when a great TV series ends? You feel like you got this pit of emptiness. You're like, well, what am I going to do now?
It's kind of like when Sean Saves the World ended. Oh, wait, that's
Oh, he said great television
sorry,
show.
I said shit.
Not disastrous television show.
Well, did you see the next pilot's episode is going to be the Sons of Anarchy
Yes.
pilot?
Yeah, I
That'll
need to
be
be on that
interesting.
show.
Yeah.
You should Skype in.
You
Tell
should.
them you need to Skype in.
I should. It's I didn't watch this first season. Like I started back on the series again, and I started the second season. And because the first season was good, but the second season's my favorite, the white supremacists and how they're evil in that. And I liked it, so I may have to go back and watch the pilot. So we'll see. But shout out to Kurt Sutter and Sons of Anarchy this week. Beautiful film, beautiful show. The song has been played about 80 times. And the Browns are finally doing something. There's a flag. Is that an interception? Blake?
It was an interception.
All right, come back.
It's coming back.
So, okay. So, Blake, do you have a hidden gem?
Oh, yeah. So, last episode, 49, I mentioned I play Clash of Clans. Mm-hmm. It's actually kind of a funny story. My nephew, my 10-year-old nephew needed somebody to play Clash of Clans with. So I started doing the Clash of Clans thing. And then my nephew abandoned me. Because he went into his clan with all of his friends. Because then he was allowed to play with people that he didn't know or whatever. So I just kind of like boringly kept building up my Clash of Clans thing. Because I had nothing else to do. And why not? And so I got to a point where, my game name is Blakester Natty. Which is kind of like a playoff of my name in Cincinnati. But it's also kind of like a playoff name in Italian, like Born You kind of deal. So I got this invitation from the Elite Italiani clan that thought I was Italian. I said, hey, join our clan, because I had like 1,200 trophies doing nothing. So I joined them, and I pretended I was Italian for a while, because it was great. I got to practice my Italian.
There you go.
And to help me, I downloaded iTranslate app. So when I didn't understand what they were saying, I would translate it, and then I would type in what I wanted to say, and then eventually it came out that I wasn't Italian.
Did they kick you out?
Yes, they kicked me out! They kicked me out of the Elite Italiani, the Elite Italians. And then
Elite Italians are little Montani, or whatever it is called.
So they kicked me out, but the funny part was there was a couple other older guys that were in there too, who invited me back in because they liked me because I was a nice guy because I donate troops. They liked me. They're doing all right. And then they decided, we're going to go form our own clan. So they invited me to go join their other own clan. So I said, well, you guys are the guys who brought me back in, so I'll go with you guys. So we left the Elite Italiani. So now we're with the Marco Tomi clan. And because I was the only American, the rest were Italians, and they just let in some guy from Romania, they decided to change their nationality from Italians to international.
Oh, wow.
So now, if you like, download the iTranslate app, have Italian ready for you, get 800 trophies, go look for Marco Tomi, and join our clan, because I'm a co-captain. They made me a co-captain, and I'll let you in. But you have to use Italian when you communicate.
And then it's your bad idea.
You would have changed our bad idea at the end.
So there you go, Mr. D-Win. Get 800 trophies and start learning Italian.
Okay, there we go. Top 5 coming up. Top 5 for the week is top 5 of your most wanted Christmas gifts, within reason.
Oh.
No,
That's
maybe
supposed to
not.
be reasonable?
There was
fuck
no
it, who
reason
cares?
on mine. No.
We don't really care. So, top 5. So, Amy, would you like to start since you're the new guest?
The top 5 what?
Most wanted gifts, Christmas gifts.
Yes.
Okay. Of the things I have, I think my number 5 is a horse.
A horse is a horse, of course.
What woman doesn't want a horse? Little girl, woman, horses are...
Mostly they want ponies. My Little
Or
Pony.
ponies, yeah.
I'm too big for a pony. But I do riding lessons, so I get to go ride like once a week, but that's all I get to do. So I want my own horse. But I don't think it would fit in my yard. So
Or your
addendum,
house.
I need a farm as well.
Okay.
A horse and someplace to keep and feed the horse.
Yeah, and money to pay for all the stuff.
Speaking of ponies, my son is 4.5 and has started watching My Little Pony.
And?
He's a brony. At 4.5. I was flipping through. I was like, okay, we got this, and on. And he's like, I want to watch My Little Pony. Okay, fine. I turn it on. I was like, who is that? Oh, that's so-and-so. And that's so-and-so. How do you know this?
He's been watching
He
it.
has been watching.
See, maybe he's got a crush on, like, the girls on the episode.
Maybe.
Could be.
I'm raising a brony.
I don't know, maybe you can talk with Doc Thirst over at Graphic Novice.
He is a big My Little Pony fan.
Well, he's not.
No.
His bet time is over, so he doesn't have to buy the My Little Pony comic book anymore.
That's true.
I got kind of schooled on the blog by a brony because I put a joke in one of my articles about being ridiculous or something, and he like left this whole paragraph long comment about how I shouldn't judge his choices, and I was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what happens. People judge. It does happen.
Hold on a second. You have to explain this to me. What's a brony?
A grown man that likes My Little Pony.
Yes.
And oftentimes in a sexual way.
Oh, so he's like a furry. He's like
Yeah,
a
so
furry.
you should quit calling your son that.
Okay, he's not brony.
Yeah, I didn't know there was the furry aspect to the
I think
bronies.
it is. Maybe I'm wrong.
I hope
I
not.
don't know.
It sounds
I
like a
thought it
furry.
was.
I know what a furry is.
Yeah.
Now I know what a brony is.
Oh, so you
now
are-
I think the two are connected.
So I know you know my safe word. I know that you like furries. So this episode has been doing really well.
Although apparently this upcoming week there's like furry day at the bowling alley near my house. So if you're
Time out!
interested,
Are you going?
I'm not
Do
going.
you just wear your beard when you go to these things? Or do you get another costume?
I wouldn't know what type of animal would I be if I showed up as a furry.
Ewok.
Like the Ewok dog on the treadmill.
Yes.
That's funny.
Yes.
Chewbacca. Okay, so number 5 for me is the Fringe complete series. That's it, simple.
That is very simple.
I just want Fringe, the whole series.
It's a good series.
But now that I found it's on Amazon, so I'm okay now.
So now you have it.
Yeah, I have it.
So you
but,
got it.
yeah,
All right.
So that's why it's number 5. It's simple. Blake, you a Browns victory today? Because that's not happening.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That would be nice. But yeah, as usual, when our copy editor gives me these top 5s, I don't know if these are top 5 Christmas gifts I want this year, or top 5 gifts that I wanted as a child, so I made it like a combination of the two.
Okay.
Well, yeah, if my brother showed up, his entire top 5 was gifts that he had wanted in the past.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see?
So,
yeah, so
but
we
he didn't
need
show
to-
up, so he doesn't get to
We
tell
need to
him.
fire that intern.
yeah. Or hire a new intern. That's
Yes.
right. But number 5, even when I was a kid, I always wanted a electronic race car set.
Oh,
You know, electronic track with the little triggers.
we had those.
And you had to be careful going around corners, else you spin out.
Like
Yeah,
slot
And,
cars and
yeah,
whatnot?
little slot car racers.
I got bored with those after about 10 minutes because they kept going off the track because I kept going.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you
'cause
went
didn't know
full
how to
speed the whole
use them.
time.
That's right.
I'm not very subtle.
So it was pretty awesome. You could do like little S curves, but you had to like let off the gas going around the curves, speed them up in the straights. Then the neat ones would have the automatic lap counter for you, and then you could buy all kinds of neat little slot cars you could put in there and race. It was a lot. That was
Nick-
always a good thing.
Nick, our best color man in business, actually bought one as an adult.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he has it. We haven't yet to see it.
I'm coming over, Nick.
Yeah,
We're
tell
playing
him put
slot
it
car
up.
racers.
We were at a party last night at his house and he didn't put it up.
You're right, he didn't.
Yeah, just a bouncy house inside for the kid.
Yeah.
Bouncy house for the kids. Slot
And your
cars for the
sister.
And my
dads.
sister.
Slot cars for the dads. Come on.
Okay, number 5, Jeff?
Number 5 for me, well, you said within reason.
you
That
change
wasn't.
it.
Copy editor didn't have that because number 5, I wanted world peace and the end of hunger.
Yeah, that's what I jokingly started out with and said, nah, that's not
That's
going
my,
to happen.
that's my number. Well, 4 through 1 are all selfish reasons, but I
number
need
4.
Okay. Gotta get that good karma thing out of the way first.
Number 4, I need a new television, a nice big screen television.
Okay.
Because my old one broke and will not work.
Did you ever bring my old TV back then?
No, I'm using that right
Oh,
now.
okay, that's fine.
I'm using your 17-inch, whatever it is, television. Television!
Trust me, I'm 19 inches. Anyways.
That's what she said.
Ew.
Oh, wait.
Amy, time out.
on.
Amy, earmuffs. Earmuffs for a second. Wide. Anyways.
The earmuffs weren't thick enough.
That's what she said.
You guys are weird. I hate you.
And Amy's leaving the studio.
Yeah, I made it 7 minutes this time. Just Jason on
That's what she said.
7 minutes, that's a record.
And the show's over. Done.
Cut.
Drop mic.
Drop mic. Do you like Bob Studios 2.0?
I do. This is much. I don't want to say nicer.
It is
because
nicer.
You're gonna go back downstairs later, I'm sure.
Hey!
Hey, watch your language.
Yeah, what's your number 4, Blake?
After all this, I'm just going home. No, number 4, I would say I want a new man cave.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a man. El Hino might be available.
We've heard Jason thinks highly of himself.
Yeah, exactly.
How you doing?
Well, if you like it wide.
That's right. I want a new man cave that's a Blake room only.
I thought you had one.
No, it's only temporary because the wife comes in, bothers me all the time, throws bullshit on it. But
So you need a deadlock.
I need a deadlock.
He needs a magic
And a man
spell
cave.
around the threshold.
When the girls come back from college, I can't get in there. They're always down there on the couch watching TV, texting and shit. I'm an exile.
You have a tough life.
It is. It's hard.
It's a hard knock life.
Shut up. It's a hard Jeff, you got chili everywhere.
It's fine.
Chili in the beard. Save it for later.
Exactly.
Number 4, iPad. I got an iPad. I'm simple. Jesus Christ, I'm simple. Just want an iPad. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's all I got. Next, Amy.
I'm going
So
back
I'd
around.
like to clarify that everything on my list is on the list I sent to my mother because she forces us to write a list every year.
My parents do the same
So,
thing.
just to keep in mind. The next thing for me is a BMW 3 Series.
A horse?
I like that
And a
choice.
BMW. All right.
You kind of touched on one of my other ones.
I want to meet this mother who might buy anything from this list.
Well, my dad goes, you were the first one to give us your list, so you get everything on it. And I was like, you really need to read it before you say that. Some of my items are kind of theoretical. Some of them, I don't know. I go all around.
You know,
if you want to use BMW, I can hook you up with my father-in-law who sells used cars.
Oh, yeah?
Seriously.
I
We'll
might-
talk off
oh, yeah.
mic.
Well, yeah, let's have a little combo.
That's right.
don't you need to sell your house first?
Oh.
That's all
Bringing
Blake
that
said,
up.
never mind.
Number 3 will address. Cool.
Blake just throws his business card out for his father-in-law.
Hey, sponsor for the show?
I
Show.
should make him. No, he's cheap. He won't sponsor.
Number 3 for me is red season tickets. Now I'm getting a little bit further.
Oh, I didn't think of
I
that.
would love to have the Red season tickets. Not so much the Bengals because I hate drunk football player fans.
Yeah, drunk football fans are pretty bad. And no offense in this town, you guys do suck.
Bengals fans at the football stadium do suck, by the way.
Hey,
I don't think we're any worse than any other fan in any other city.
Yeah, because I've looked at...
Well, yeah, I'm going to say Browns fans are pretty fucking bad, too.
No, they're not, actually. I've been to a number of Browns home fans. They actually treat the people that come in pretty nice.
The dog
believe it or not.
pound? No
The dog
fucking
pound,
way.
The dog pound is not hardcore blue-collar drunks as it used to be.
Jeremy Hill just went to jump into the crowd, and they pushed him down.
Because he deserved it.
Well, I agree he deserved that. You don't jump into the opposing stadium.
And if you're a bad referee and you get beer bottles thrown at you, you deserve it.
Number 3?
Are we to Blake now?
Yeah, Blake.
Oh, we're back to me. You know what? I always wanted as a little kid, and I actually got it, and then I got the teams that went with it. The big electronic football games. And I'm not talking about the little handheld electronic. I'm talking about the big vibrating thing.
I had one of those.
Yeah, you see them now in the Miller Lite commercial, but that's not how they're really played. That's false advertising.
That was
There is
my...
no way to play. You turn it on, they just shake and things fall
No,
over.
but that's not how it works. You got little green bases on them, and they got rookie bases. You got controllable angle bases. That thing you see on TV is not how it works.
All right.
It's a lie.
Well, I've never played those things because they looked stupid.
I had that as my
Yeah,
number one...
tabletop football.
I had that as my number one Christmas gift back in the day, and I got it, and it was awful.
You
No
didn't
one
have the
under
right
the age
to
of 30 knows what you guys are talking about right now.
It's a football metal thing.
It's
football
a field, yeah.
And you had these plastic guys on these little bases, and you turned it on, and it all basically was vibrating.
It just vibrated
And these guys
bump
just-
into each other.
Electronic football foosball?
No, it wasn't even that. You just set them up, and they hit the vibrator.
It's on a big, large thin metal table.
Yeah, it was awful.
That sounds bad.
It was bad.
You must not have had good friends
Why
growing
is
up,
that
because
on your
that's what we
list?
used to do all the
I
time.
didn't have any friends growing up, Blake. Thank you.
There you go.
Damn it.
Oh, it was good stuff.
Actually, we skipped
then-
Amy's number 3. We
Oh,
did
yeah?
your number 4.
That's
It's no big deal. It's no big deal. Do you want me to say it now?
Yeah, go now.
Number
All
3.
right, number 3, I want a front porch for my house.
Simple things, okay.
Yeah.
Just easy stuff.
Because that's like one of the biggest reasons I wanted to move is I want a front porch that you can put a swing on, and you can like drink tea and sit on the porch. Like that's what
I
want.
agree. I grew up in a house with a front porch, and now I have a house that doesn't have a front porch. And front porches are the bomb.
Yeah.
Da bomb.
The bomb.
We actually bought this house because it had a bigger front porch than most of the other houses. That was another one of the things that we liked.
Yeah.
There you go. Jeff, what's your number 4? Or 3?
My number 3.
Yes.
My number 3 is food. Anytime someone gives me food for any occasion, I'm happy.
You're good to go.
It's good. Story I remember about junior year in college. Came back from Christmas break. Buddy of ours gave the group of friends gave everybody a bag of groceries, and it was one of the best Christmas presents ever. Because when you're a broke college student and you get groceries, that's huge.
So, instead of buying you Chef this year for Christmas, I should have just bought you food.
Oh yeah, by people who didn't know, I'm holding it up to the camera, which we don't have.
Oh my gosh.
Jason gave me a gift of the movie Chef.
And it
gonna
involves
have a viewing
food.
party?
It involves food. We
You gonna have a
might.
viewing party?
I think we have to get through our Pompeii viewing party
Yes,
first.
yes. We're going to do it back-to-back. Back-to-back.
Ooh.
One shitty movie to a good movie.
But anytime someone feeds me, I'm happy. And
As evident by today.
yes, there's chili here in the Bob Studios, so I'm very happy. But food, yeah, give me food.
What's number 2?
Oh, we're back to my number 2.
Wrap it around.
Games. I love games. Any games. Board games, video games.
What
give me
game
games.
did you and your sister and my wife and I play this past week? A couple weeks ago.
Tokaido.
Yes, very fun game.
Jason and his wife liked it, and so that makes me happy because it's another game that people will play with me. Yay!
So, it was a fun game.
And I know Amy likes to play Lords of Waterdeep.
Dude, I'm gonna download the app. You should too. 'Cause
Ooh,
then we
Lord's
can play each
Waterdeep.
other on the app.
Oh,
Des said it was fun.
I will have to check that then. I
Yay.
didn't know about the app.
I'm so great.
Yay! That's right.
What's that score, Blake? At halftime.
Suck it, Jason.
Oh, okay. Is that 20-0? Manziel looked good. He had them in the red zone.
Actually,
for
we probably
interception.
should just start Chef right now and not worry about this game anymore, please.
Okay, number 2, or Blake, number 3, 2, what are you at?
Number two, from 1977 through about 1984, all I wanted was Star Wars.
Figures?
Anything Star Wars.
But you got some, didn't you?
I got a lot.
But that's what he wanted.
Okay.
And I got it. It was awesome. Anything Star Wars. Maybe I can revisit that when the new series starts next year.
You probably don't want them.
I have.
When the prequels came out, those figures are garbage compared to the originals. It's not Kenner anymore.
In my storage,
That's true.
My storage area in the basement, I do have a whole 2 boxes of the Phantom Menace figures because I thought they would be worth something.
They actually devaluated?
Yes. I paid $5 for one. I think it's worth 2.
I still got a big Millennium Falcon from like 1980 something.
My son's
That's awesome.
been into the Imaginext superheroes lately,
Yeah.
and he started putting Star Wars figures in. Not that I'm too happy with that because they're crossbreeding, but whatever. And I put Jar Jar on a bike, the Joker's bike, and he goes, "Why'd you do that, Dad?" I said, "Because at least he's doing something worthwhile. He's on a bike." And I did say that, and he just looked at me because he hasn't seen them yet.
Oh, okay.
He won't see the prequels.
Ever?
I'm trying not to show him the prequels.
I feel like eventually he can make his own choice on that.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
We may have to kick him out.
Honestly, one of my coworkers has a son, maybe a year older than yours or something, and he got the complete set. And I asked him, "What order are you going to show him?" And he goes, "I think I'm just going to start with episode 1." I'm like, "No." He's like, "He's still young. I mean, that's the one that's geared most towards kids."
Yes,
I'm like,
shape his mind to show the good things.
And I'm like, "Oh." I'm like, but I mean, I like. Have you heard of the machete order?
Yeah.
On how to watch them?
You do 2, 3.
2, 3. Oh, no, you do 4 and 5.
Yes.
Then 2 and 3, then 6, and you ignore 1 altogether.
Yeah.
And I was just recently reading up on this. I'm like, that's actually, like, he explained, like, all the stuff that's bad on the prequels is so much, is because of the first. You don't see the first movie, and the episodes 2 and 3 aren't as bad as you remember them because you're not bringing the baggage of 1 with you. And it's like, well, yeah, that actually might be true.
I don't have a problem with that.
So when you show your kid, do it that way, and then maybe at the end let him see 1 when he's like an adult, so he won't hate
When
you.
he's an adult.
When he's an adult and won't hate you for ruining his life, you can show him 1.
Number 2 for me is a swimming pool.
Oh, you've been wanting one since you moved into your current house.
Above ground or in ground?
In ground.
Yeah, in grounds are way cooler than the out.
We're about 5 years away from that.
As long as you don't have sewage lines running under your backyard.
We should be good.
I think growing up, we at one point discussed possibly doing that, and then found out we have sewage lines running through our backyard, and it was impossible to do. Or my parents told us that because they didn't want us to discuss it anymore. One of the two.
But if you're an insurer, and you should know this, Jason.
Yes.
First thing you say is, "I want a pool." The next question should be, "Are you insane?" Because your insurance rates skyrocket.
I know, but I really want a pool. And my wife has come around to saying, "Okay, let's get some stuff done around the house first, and then we can do the pool down the road."
But I will say this as a parent, and I've learned this, even though I didn't have a pool myself in the backyard. But if you have a pool, it becomes the magnet for the kids. You want to keep an eye on your kids.
Yeah.
They stay at home, and their friends come over, and you can
all
subtly
of our
supervise
friends,
it, and that
all of our friends have multiple kids, so it's kind of nice. Like in 5 years, they'll be at that age that would be good that they could all just jump in while everybody else gets drunk around the pool.
That's
so
right.
it's kind of good. So, Amy, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is a chef's knife, like a really good knife.
Okay.
I like cooking a lot, and I've been known to
Ginsu?
Better than Ginsu.
Better than Ginsu.
She doesn't know what Ginsu is. It's before her time.
Oh my God!
Sorry.
You seriously don't know Ginsu?
He cut through a brick.
Just ask for a Ginsu knife.
Oh my God.
Oh wow. Okay, I didn't realize Ginsu.
We're old.
I thought that went on forever.
I did too.
Okay. Then they were order online it was free before online. Call this 1-800 number after watching this commercial, and you can get your knife that's guaranteed for life. Those were the commercials.
Okay, gotcha.
You cut through pipes and then cut steak.
It's like I've seen the one where the guy cuts through the bottom of a shoe.
It's kind of like that,
Kinda like that?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just want a really good knife. I've been known to cut the crap out of myself, which actually having a sharper knife is supposed to help with that because it doesn't slide around as much. Like
It's
it
a
just
cleaner
cuts.
cut for your finger off.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, jagged cuts are bad.
I like
You'd
how you
rather
went from
have
a BMW and a front porch to a knife.
I have a very eclectic sense of
I noticed.
what I should get.
I think I can guess what your mom's getting you, a knife, not a BMW.
Well, the knife makes a lot more sense when you're like a horse, a BMW, a Porsche. I can get the knife.
I can get the
Right.
knife.
I may go with that next to Christmas with my parents.
Actually,
You give them a
your
list of
mom
things.
is saying, Ginsu. That's right.
You might actually get a Ginsu. Your mom called the Ginsu number, and it's on your way now.
That might be it.
So what's your number one?
Number one is a DSLR camera, and I actually already got it. My husband and I, we don't wait till Christmas. We wait till we both have a gift for the other one, and then we exchange. So this year it was November 29th.
So what do you open
Christmas
Christmas
on
Day
November
with your
29th.
husband?
We don't really do it ourselves Christmas Day,
Okay.
but it's we have so much family. Like we go to 5 parties between
Dear
Christmas
God.
Eve and Christmas Day.
Wow.
So like adding in having us do it is just like more stress.
Yeah.
So we always do us early.
Okay.
But I got a Nikon D3200, which
Okay.
I'm really excited about. And then he got a new flat screen TV. So
Damn.
That was my number 4. You can.
yeah, so,
When'd you get
I
Jeff?
got it. I didn't get Jeff anything.
Oh.
It was awkward. But yes,
I
and
don't
it's-
blame her. I unless she got a Hobie for the Musings Christmas
yeah,
exchange.
Christmas exchange.
We have a Secret Santa.
I cannot disclose who
You
I got
cannot.
in the Christmas exchange.
But
Well, my number one is easy. And it's simple. Dragon Age. I just want Dragon Age for the PlayStation 4. That's all I
Okay.
want. And I think I'm getting it because my parents every year go, I need a list. And we usually give them a pretty good list. This year I gave them 4 things. 2 of them were video games, which they do not like buying. Because they think at my age I should be asking for stuff for around the house, but we don't really need anything. So
why
this year,
would you ever ask for things? You just buy them when you need them.
exactly my point. Thank you. So, look, I got another hose. I have 3. Thank you.
Why the hell would I ever ask someone to buy me a hose? When the point comes out that I need it, I go to Home Depot or whatever, Lowe's, and buy it. I'm sorry.
So I'm asking for Dragon Age. I think my parents did get it for me though, so because I don't think they were too happy with my list this year. So the other honorable mention was a Wii U, but we bought that already.
Do you want to show my list to your mom? Because I think then she'd be happy with your list.
Blake, what's your number one? Interrupt Clash of Clans over there for you.
Yes, I know. My number one, similar to Amy's. I want a brand new BMW convertible.
Nice.
Why don't you buy one?
Nice.
I got an old one. I just want to
if
replace the
if
new
you
one
get
with a new one.
If you get a brand new, you can't go to.
There you go.
Your father-in-law.
That's right.
You know what? Your wife should say yes because
That's right.
you know what?
Because I deserve it.
You do deserve it,
Thank
Blake.
you. That's awesome.
He does.
I do.
He
That's right.
works to defend our country.
Yeah.
He deserves a BMW.
Oh, throw the military aspect
I
in.
am.
I like
I am.
it. I like it.
Doing a lot of pathos.
I remember when you bought that car.
Yes,
I
that's
used to
right.
work with you at that time.
That is correct. Yeah.
Also, it's that old of a car. Yeah, you need a new one.
Yeah. No, actually, now I held on to it and I've kept it in good shape all this entire time. Now, when I go around to places, people are like, "Hey, man, what year is that?" I'm like, "Oh, it's 1998," and it's almost a classic.
I like it.
20
You
years?
hold
Is
on
that
to
what
it.
it is?
That's
20 years
It's
it
called
becomes a
German
classic?
engineering. That's right.
God, I'm old.
Then you get classic plates for it.
Yeah, I should.
What's your number one?
My number one, money, cash.
Okay.
I'll even accept gift
Are
cards.
you Seinfeld? Seinfeld, I give you cash.
Oh, see, I couldn't have bought that episode of Seinfeld made no sense to me because they made fun of him for wanting
Yeah.
to give cash. I'm like, cash is the best gift you can receive.
I agree.
Anytime I don't have to pay for what I want is a good thing.
Okay.
I mean,
There's
gift
other
cards,
ways you can do that. Zip.
But yeah, no, that's anybody who knows me. I am frugal. I eat cheap.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
And anytime I can get something without paying my own hard-earned money for, it's so much sweeter.
Anytime you can mooch, I get it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
I will do that.
Okay. The chili costs you $2.95 a bowl.
Put it on my card.
Okay. Good. Good. It only has a 9er as the card number. Okay. So money.
Money.
Well, there you go. Bad idea of the week. This ends up our 50th episode.
Woo.
Wrap it up. We only got 2 more for today.
50 done.
It's our 50th episode, so there is no bad idea. We're being positive this
That's
week.
our quintennial, cinquential, 50th.
Whatever Blake is
Anniversary.
saying.
Yes.
oh.
Yes.
I know it's not the centennial because that's 100. What's the 50th? Amy, you're smart. You're a female. You're supposed to make us all look stupid.
I'm gonna do that by not answering you.
Okay.
Torture.
Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history of not so bad, there's the history. It's the history of bad.
So bad.
The history of bad.
It's bad.
History of bad ideas.
Podcast.
You are now leading the world of Musings of a Geek podcast network. Stay geeky, my friends.